it's Madeline. Today I wanted to talk about the trial class, It Is Red. So this class is a 25-minute long class with 17 slides saying the same thing over and over and over again. And so looking at it as a new teacher, that can be really stressful. A lot of people ask me, what am I going to do for 25 minutes? All I have to work with is It Is Red. And I'll admit, this class is painful for me as well. But here are a few things that I do to kind of buffer the class, give it a little more content, the things I like to hold up and use during the class, and hopefully if you're a new teacher, this gives you some ideas on what you can be doing, and if you're an old teacher, maybe this can give you some ideas as well. So, the first thing when I say hello, I really ham up this slide. They're usually younger kids at this level, so hello, trying to get them to say their name. I have my name board that I hold up, which I don't have with me right now, but I hold my name board up. My name's Teacher Madeline. What is your name? A lot of times these kids have had the name baby typed in or just like a little filler name, and so it's been a little bit hard. If they don't have a name, I usually let it go if mom and dad aren't there to help them, but if they do have a name that seems like a legitimate name typed in, then I write it on a whiteboard and I try to get them to say it, and then we practice saying hello. So we do hello for a little while. So I'll hold up my Alex and then my Amy, and I'll introduce them both, and then we'll say, hello, Alex, hello, Amy. And then I have stuffed animals we'll say hi to, so a lot of them know the word dog, so we'll say hi to dog. We do different things like that. And so trying to really take some time on the hello slide can make the class seem less daunting when you start the lesson a few minutes in after getting some time on that hello slide. And another thing that's nice about really hamming up the hello slide is in your feedback when you're wanting to type and write about how great Gogokid is. I find it kind of hard to write feedback that's saying, today we learned it is red, and we said that for 25 minutes. So I like to have something else that we did, and so I like to include, Bobo or baby or whatever the student's name is, practice English greetings and practice saying hello, and so I can get a little sentence out of that. Alright, so the first real slide is a singing slide, so I have them listen first. Again, this kind of kills some time, so I hold up my music note, say listen, and then we go ahead and sing the song. So I do all our singing, and this is a little tricky for new teachers maybe. So remember, you have to change on the sidebar if it's a click or a draw. So I have the click on, I click, start the song, and then I switch to my drawing tool and I'll underline as we go. And then I like to hold up different props. So for each line in the song, you repeat what color is it multiple times. So for each thing, I hold up a different prop. So I have these props laying down, ready to go. So I just kind of do this along with the song. I usually don't sing along because there's usually a little bit of lag on the student side, and I don't want to confuse them with my voice and the voice of what they're trying to hear. And so I just point, what color is it? And then I hold up one thing after another. So I have my heart, I have a sweater, I have an apple. I hold up a few different things just to show them kind of the common feature is that they all are red. And then we sing the song together doing the same thing. I still have my props, I still underline, and we go through slowly. Sometimes with the younger kids, I just have them repeat it 1 or 2 times. We don't go through the entire song. So after this, there's the dinosaurs, there's different things that we see that are red. And so for these, remember, use your good TPR. What do you see? Have your click ready to go. So usually on the first slide, I'll have to do clicking myself, but then I like to hold this up to teach them to click. I'll usually underline what I want them to click as well. Remember to change your tool back so that they can click and they don't start drawing. And so they usually, all of my students, even the really young ones, have figured out how to click. And so click, and then red, red, repeating red a lot, use silly voices. And then usually when we get to the flower slide, so there's the flowers falling down, I start having different items. So a few things that I have an apple, I have a ball, I have a sweater, and I have a heart. And so I hold all of these things up, and depending on the student's level, we might spend a lot of time introducing different things that are red and saying, it is red. And then I'll teach them vocabulary word if they're more advanced. So red apple, red car, red, and I try to keep the shorter words like red pen. And so not trying to get too complicated with the vocabulary, but we'll label different things that are red, and then if they are older and seem to be getting it, I'll say, can you find something red, and I'll try to have them find something red in their house. They really enjoy that usually. As always, you can also count to try to extend slides, so you can count the flowers. You can have your own thing that you count. You can count the reward slide throughout the entire thing. So I really work on counting and things like that. For the star, I introduced the word star, and we count the stars as well. So those are little things you can do throughout the class to kind of buffer, get more out of it. If you have a really advanced student, maybe have some scenes by you. I haven't had this happen yet, but I know with VIP kids, sometimes a really advanced student will get put in a pre-VIP lesson, and it is so scary. So I like to have scenes nearby, like a barn scene or a beach scene, and I can say, can you find red? And I'll hold up the scene and see if they can find something, and then we'll label different colors on the scene and name different things on there. So having scenes, I don't have any with me right now, I'm sorry, but having scenes is something that really helps me. One day I'll show the scenes that I haven't used, because that's a great extension. You can count animals on the scene, you can do lots of different things with that. And so having something as backup close by is always helpful as well. For the lower kids that are going a little bit faster but aren't ready for a ton of extension, you could spell red while you underline, so R-E-D, red, and repeat that a few times. And then really trying to get them to answer the question, what color is it? And you could throw out a silly color and see if they catch it and are like, no, red. Some kids are able to do that. Some kids are just at the repeating level. So really see where your student's at, have all of your red props ready to go, have a lot of extension there, have extension with your counting, with your spelling. For your older kids, have a plan in place, have a scene or something there so you can extend with them. You don't need to be scared going into this. It can be daunting, but just have a lot of fun with it. If you have props, if you have a game plan in mind, you'll be good to go. And so, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about any other trial classes, please leave them down below, and I'll see you guys next time.